How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves. Welcome back to another match review today, guys. Another win, another 3 points for Wolves. We've beaten Aston Villa 1-0 today at Villa Park. It was going to be a tough game of football, but we did it in the end, and it's 3 wins out of 3 since the restart for Nuno and Wolves. Firstly, apologies for a different environment. I've been stuck at work today, so I managed to get the game on at work. But it's another good afternoon of football for Wolves. Really solid performance. We saw some changes before the game. Quite surprisingly, I suppose, with Wolves going with a 3-5-2, Jota and Jimenez starting up front again, Dendoncker coming in for Adama Traore as the main change. To be fair, in the preview, I did expect Adama to start, but I did say I wouldn't be surprised to see Dendoncker come in, just to shore up that midfield, because I think Nuno knew, and Nuno was expecting that's what Aston Villa were going to do. They reintroduced 2 up front, had Grealish sort of roaming side to side, and obviously being their key man for the game. But if anything's taught me one thing, is that Wolves fans and football fans in general need to learn to trust Nuno. That formation was released today, and a lot of people weren't too happy with it. A lot of people were expecting Adama. I had a text message or 2 of people saying, "Where's Adama?" as well. And there's a reason for it. You know, I know at times the 3-5-2 isn't the most attractive way of watching football, but we know it'll get results now. Wolves have won 3 on the bounce. Wolves have got 3 clean sheets. Our defensive record in recent games, even before the restart, has been phenomenal, really. So I think we've got to learn to trust the system, and I think it's going to see us results. And at the moment, Wolves are on a really nice run that could potentially see us get into European football again, which would be amazing. So, yeah, the start of the game, we did take a while to get going, didn't we? Aston Villa hogging a lot of the ball. That's what Wolves expected, though, hence why we went with that 3 in the middle. We made it very difficult for Villa to produce anything or create anything. And both teams were going pretty direct for the most part of the game. Wolves were trying to play football, but found it very difficult to release Jimenez and Jota in key areas, really. But sort of the second part, especially after the water break, Wolves started to turn the screw a little bit, really started to knock the door a little bit more at Aston Villa. Main opportunity really in the first half, well, there was 2 for me. Matt Doherty, nice little bit of combination play. I think it was might have been one of the midfielders, might have been Donk, and he was released there, and he had a tight angle, but I think he should have laid it across the face of goal. I think Jimenez or Jota was waiting there, but Doc smashed it into the side netting. So a little bit disappointed with that. As I said, it was a great run by Doc, did really well, and I was hoping he was going to nudge that across the face of goal, which he didn't. And then the second one in the first half, probably one of the best chances of the game by then, and it was the goalkeeper, Nyland or Neeland, however you wish to pronounce that. He's gone to throw the ball out. It's completely slipped out of his hands. And Jota there with an open net almost, or at least an off-balance goalkeeper, probably should have done a little bit better on the edge of the area, and Jota's lashed it over the bar. Now, the thing is with Diogo Jota, right, he was on hot form right before the restart. It's almost as if the break in the season has come at the worst time for Jota. But at times, again today, and again in the first 2 games, I know he's not really getting the plaudits because he's not getting the assists or not putting the ball in the back of the net. Just on the ball, he's one of the most powerful dribblers in the Premier League, in my opinion. Defenders just bounce off him, and he's a little bit like Adama. Obviously, he's not as quick as Adama, but on the ball at times, he's so difficult to tackle, and he gains you yards up the field. And again, he probably should have done better. I think we all know he should have done better with that opportunity today. But yeah, nonetheless, I am happy that Nuno's keeping his faith in him and keep trusting him. And I know it's a bit of a cliche, but, with 1 goal for Diogo Jota, and he could start firing again. So we're going into half-time. As a fan, I am satisfied. Again, reading tweets and stuff at half-time, it's as if people haven't watched us the last 2 years. People, moaning that it's 0-0. And, every Wolves fan knows in the second half, that's when we really get out of first gear and we know what to do. Nuno has assessed the game. Nuno has assessed the first 45 minutes, and he knows how to win the game in the second half. And we did that eventually. Obviously, we grew into the second half as well. And then we saw the introduction of Adama Traore to go up front for a little while. And he really started off the move for the goal, the winning goal. Adama Traore getting the ball, taking it past 2 or 3 men, using that powerful run. I think it was Raul Jimenez looping the ball into the area. Fantastic pass. Johnny falls down, but still gets enough on the ball for it to fall to Leander Dendoncker, who smashes it across the face of goal. Now, Leander Dendoncker, for me, is one of the most underrated teams in the Wolves players in the Wolves squad. Now, this guy has been chased by Lazio in Italy, and they don't want to pay 20-25 million euros for him. But this guy's worth more than that for me. I think this guy doesn't quite get the praise and the plaudits that Neves and Moutinho do. No disrespect to those two who are great today. But Dendoncker doesn't get the plaudits they do because he likes to do the dirty work. He likes to do the running. And I don't think a lot of fans, they don't notice that. They'll notice the long passes, they'll notice the long shots and the long goals that Moutinho and Neves might score, but they don't recognise the aggression and the hard work that Dendoncker brings. And I think today he showed that in abundance. He was everywhere. He was at times the highest player on the pitch. At times he was just sat in front of the defence. His work rate, his stamina, even he is quite quick as well, to be fair. And he really did a job on Aston Villa today. And I think he was one of the pivotal areas, rightly so, getting man of the match, I think, with BT Sport, but really stopped the likes of Jack Grealish from creating anything. But everything that Aston Villa threw at Wolverhampton Wanderers today, Wolves had an answer for. We knew how to deal with them today. And I think, unfortunately, for Villa, they do have 2 or 3 very talented players. I do like Grealish. And they do have a couple of good plays. But I think, unfortunately, for Villa, they haven't got that attacking prowess. They haven't got the big men. They haven't got someone that could get them 10 goals a season who plays as a striker. So I think they're in big trouble right now. But Wolves really showing now the rest of the West Midlands, the rest of the England, the rest of the Europe. Teams have got to be worried about us right now. We are creating chances. We've got another clean sheet. That's 3 clean sheets out of 3. And I think everyone deserves some praise. I've seen Johnny get loads of praise on social media. He's Mr. Consistent, isn't he? Never drops a bad performance, in my opinion. Bolly, Sace and Cody, their stats as a back 3 together are unbelievable. I think they've probably got clean sheets in possibly close to 90% of the games they've played together. I did put a stat on Talking Wolves this morning about that. Patricio, again, really didn't have a lot to do. I think he made a good save off Grealish as well, didn't he, in the first half. But everyone, and Neves and Moutinho, Neves' passing I thought was beautiful, especially in the first half. It was immaculate, some of his balls. But the shape and everything from Wolves was almost to perfection today. And we deserved that. We did deserve a win. And Wolves with another 3 points, and Wolves again knocking on the door of the big boys to say we're here and we're looking for that Champions League place. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching from a sweaty Dave at work. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.